Hello, guys. Silver 5150 here, and we are back. And I have for you a little bit of platinum here. We're going to change up gears a little bit. And I want to talk about the future of the Silver 5150 channel as far as Silver 5150 going on location. Because it looks like that's kind of in jeopardy right now. It looks like, the idea of traveling around and, having fun and going to some nice restaurants and checking out some cultures and talking to some people, abroad is in jeopardy now. And so, given these pandemics that are coming out, in particular the coronavirus, which is not necessarily new, but in terms of our ability to deal with it, it's fairly new and fairly daunting. You know, for us to try to figure out. So anyway, while we have the medical professionals out there doing what they can, in China and everywhere else, we're going to continue to monitor, observe, and learn what we can about it, and learn what we can do to protect ourselves, from these maladies, these new pandemics that are coming up. Pandemic, being I guess it's like a couple of countries. Epidemic being like when it's worldwide and stuff. We're not at academic levels yet with the coronavirus. But so what to do? What to do now when you have such a dramatic shift in your plans as a stacker and a future, wealth observer and saver? You have to figure something out different, And the thing is, my original plan was always to be a blessing in other people's lives, to try to find a way to, enrich other people's lives that are deserving of it. There are some people out there that are some real, for lack of a better word, a-holes that you don't necessarily want to be a blessing to. They just have been a menace to people around them. This is how they operate. This is how they function, and so you're not going to waste your resources and your time on them. You're going to gift those. You're going to bless those who have themselves trying to be a blessing for whatever reason they could not come up on the upper levels of fortune, and they're just trying to get by. So anyway, so that's always my fallback, is to be charitable and to help people out whenever possible and stuff. I have an idea about having food trucks, that would be mostly beneficial to, say, kids, parents that are trying to get their kids fed. If we ever get to the point to where we have to have more of a private role in, the lives of people rather than having government step in for everything after they tax us to the hilt. Um, you know, this will be, one of the avenues to do it. Now, platinum here, I love platinum. I managed to pick up a lot of this when spot was in the low sevens, which in the modern era is actually pretty good. I think it's back up in the nines now, perhaps, or maybe, yeah, I think it's back up in the nines. Got up to 1,000 for a short time. But in any case, platinum is going to have its day just like silver is going to have its day. I don't know why those two metals. I know why silver is, but I don't know why platinum is having such a hard time getting off the ground. I guess because of its industrial connection with the markets and stuff. And of course, now that China is about to slow to a halt, given the coronavirus, I can expect platinum and other industrial metals to slow down a little bit. However, palladium, which doesn't have a lot of paper contracts attached to it to dilute the price, it's still taking off, and the demand is there, and the leasing rates are sky high on palladium, but not on platinum. So if you're going to make a move on royal metals, on royal precious metals, platinum is definitely the way to go, as opposed to, say, gold or palladium, and especially forget about rhodium. Rhodium's just gone to the moon, kind of like Bitcoin has. And by the way, rhodium has outperformed Bitcoin. So all you cryptocurrency people out there that are all saying, hey, Bitcoin and Litecoin and Ethereum and Veritasium are going to have their day. Just watch some of these metals, man. They are making they're running circles around these different cryptocurrencies. Anyway, I don't have anything against cryptocurrencies. I think they'll have their day, but I think metals and cryptocurrencies are going to actually work together to build the new monetary system. It won't just be one or the other. APMEX Mint Direct, 1 ounce platinum American Eagle. Ooh, Mint Direct Premier. I had the foresight to grab those. I've had these for some time now. These are 2017s. I actually paid, on these two in particular right here, when spot price was well into the nines, like 979 spot, I think. And but of course, because they're platinum American Eagles, they have a certain amount of additional pedigree. So I always keep a couple of those in the hopper, to use. To protect myself and possibly others, later if platinum decides to really, make a run at it. And like everything else, in my stack, this stuff is meant for spending, either trading for something that you wouldn't otherwise be able to get, or to turn in for cash if the cash value is there to do that. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do with my fortune later on. If I'm not gonna be able to go on location and do a lot of traveling, because places aren't safe and whatnot. So we'll figure that out as we go along. In the meantime, we're going to hold and continue to stack as much of the sharp and shiny as we can. Just to be prepared for anything, guys. Be prepared for anything, financially. I take a lot of risk in the way I stack metal. I have a truck ton of bills that I'm trying to manage and like that, and it's all about for me in my particular case trying to control or hold onto the precious metals until they can fend for themselves and possibly get me out of debt and do some other things. I did get out of debt with the deal I made with Money Metals Exchange to a degree, so it made my debt more manageable, but for the most part I just kind of rolled over for more metal because oh, you guys, just wait. I bandy about numbers, but I am probably well off in my calculations as to what, a lot of these things are going to revalue to and what a lot of metals are going to be worth later on. So continue stacking. Don't let anyone ever tell you your stack is whack. This is a very good thing you're doing, and you're going to be able to bless more people and yourself better than you could ever imagine. All right, so 5150, going to sign out on this one. Going to go on to the next video, asking you to thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Comment if you like, because we appreciate that. And we'll talk to you soon.